It is that time. Everybody's favorite part of the show. They've been talking to me about it. People have been coming up to me in the streets. You won't believe this. They're coming up to me in the streets. They've been saying, uh, "Do you have $30? I need to buy a beer." I'm like, "I don't even know you. What kind of beer are you buying? That's $30." And then after they kind of slur their words, they're like, "Oh yeah, I love your section, the picks." And it's like, "Oh yeah." And so everybody they're talking about. It's time for the picks. Run the music. Hold on. Run the music. Football. We're back, baby. We are so back. Oh, I love it. All right. Thursday night football starting the season. Ravens in Arrowhead up against the Chiefs. Seth is taking the Ravens. I am going to agree. Now, I know Patrick Mahomes typically doesn't lose opening series games, but he did lose the last one. And that is basically my only argument here. I think the Ravens got immensely better. I think they're going to be one of the better teams in the AFC. I think the Chiefs, while they didn't get immensely worse because they still have Patrick Mahomes, I do think that the Ravens will get a little bit of an edge here. It's early in the season. The Chiefs definitely don't play as well early in the season as they do late, especially lately. This has been a trend with the Chiefs. So yeah, give me the Ravens to pull off the win here. Packers at the Eagles. Seth is taking the Packers. This is in the Brazil game, by the way. I'm gonna take the Eagles. I don't like I said. I don't know that the Packers are really going to take that massive leap that a lot of people think they will. I do think the Eagles will kind of return to earth. I think what they were last year was not actually they were downplaying their talent. And I think this year they'll get things right, or at least more right than they were before. So give me the Eagles to pull off the win in Brazil. Up next, Steelers Falcons. Seth is taking the Birds of Prey. Yeah, I'm going to agree with this. I think the Falcons probably get this win fairly easily, although it's never easy in the NFL. So, yeah, I do think the Falcons are the better team, though. Certainly on the offensive side, and maybe on the defensive side. Maybe not. Probably not on the defensive side, actually. But I do like the Falcons to get the win here. The Steelers, I don't feel strongly about the Steelers this year. I think this is the year they finally have a losing record. Mike Tomlin's streak comes to an end. So yeah, give me the Falcons, give me the Birds. I'm 3 for 3 on Birds. I'm like Team Birds. I'll never take that for everybody else's sake. Cardinals at the Bills. Seth is taking the Bills. Yeah, I think the Bills probably get the win here. As much as I do kind of like the Cardinals as a bit of a sleeper team, potentially, I don't think they're going to be better than the Bills. I think the Bills, certainly early season feasters. This is definitely a thing the Bills do. So yeah, give me the Bills to get the win at home here. Titans at the Bears. Seth is taking the Bears. I hate picking the Bears, but yeah, I gotta agree here. The Bears are a better team on the talent space, on paper, maybe on coach. I don't really know. Eberflus is not a great coach, in my opinion. But talent is certainly going to bail them out. The Titans are just terrible. Will Levis is not him. Your best weapon is DeAndre Hopkins, and he's 100 years old. So, yeah, not good stuff for the Titans. I think the Bears are going to win this one easily. Patriots at the Bungles. Seth is taking the Bungles. I'm going to agree. Yeah, Patriots stink. Drake May is not even starting the games. There's no real insight that I'm going to get out of this game if I'm a Patriots fan. I don't really even know who they're throwing. Jacoby Brissett. Isn't that right? I'm pretty sure he's the one starting. I don't even know who he's throwing to. But the Bengals, on the other hand, I think they're going to want to start their season off strong, get off to that big start early. So yeah, give me the Bengals for sure. Up next, Texans at the Colts. Seth is taking the Texans. We're in agreement on a lot of these, because I'm also taking the Texans. Yeah, like I said before on the show, I just don't know what the Colts are as a team. They feel like the AFC version of the Saints. So yeah, I'm going to take the Texans here. I think they're going to make a big splash early. I think Steph Diggs, CJ Stroud, we're going to see that connection very early in this season. So, yeah, give me Texans to win here over Minshew and the boys. Jags at the Dolphins. Seth is taking the Fins. I will agree as well. This is another kind of early season Easter team, the Dolphins and the Jags. Battle for Florida, and I think Dolphins are going to definitely win this battle because I don't know what the Jags are doing. And I don't know that Trevor Lawrence is the guy. We'll see if he can prove himself here this season. It's definitely a make or break year for him, but either way, I just think Dolphins have too many weapons to here. Panthers at the Saints. Seth taking the Saints. This is football terrorism, is what this game is. This is just football terrorism. I can't pick the Panthers, but I also don't really want to pick the Saints. Can I pick them to lose? Can I pick a tie? No, I'll go with the Saints. I have nothing positive to say about either of these teams. I'm moving on. Vikings at the Giants. Seth is taking the Vikings to win this game. Man, this is again, football terrorism. You know what, for the sake of things being deviated, I'm going to go with the Giants. It is at home. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Daniel Jones starts the season and has a decent game against a bad defense in Minnesota. I don't think it's going to last, but I wouldn't be surprised if Malik Neighbors and Daniel Jones show something this game. Dayball is coaching for his life, and Daniel Jones is also playing for his life. So, everybody's playing for their life. We're Vikings. I don't know if there's really much expectation in general, so yeah. I got the Giants in this game, sure, why not? Raiders at the Chargers. Seth is taking, obviously, his Chargers. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers as well. I think the Chargers definitely want to get revenge for that 70-point whatever, that 63-2 beatdown they took in Vegas last year on Thursday Night Football. I think Justin Herbert, assuming he's staying healthy and is playing, I think him and the rest of that Chargers team will try to get ahead of themselves early. This is gonna be a good game. I think these are two teams that are gonna be feisty. They're gonna be fighting for that wild card spot potentially late in the season, and it's a divisional game. Those are never easy. So give me the Chargers either way, though. Broncos at the Seahawks. Seth is taking the Birds of the Sea. I'm gonna take an upset here. I'm gonna take the Broncos. I feel a little weird about Bo Nix. That sounded so. That pause on that whole fishing. We're gonna move on. I got the Broncos winning. I'm not gonna elaborate. I'm scared of what I'll say. Cowboys at the Browns. Seth is taking them boys. The Cowboys win on the road against Cleveland. No, I'm going to deviate again. I'm going to say the Browns. I think that defense can really clamp down on the Cowboys, and it's in Cleveland. That crowd is going to be raucous. I do think that the Browns can win some of these tougher games. As I said, I don't know that they're going to be all that good of a team overall, but I wouldn't be surprised if they could get an early win here. I wouldn't be surprised if Deshaun Watson has one of those early games where people think, oh, is he back? Is Deshaun Watson back? Probably not, but I don't know. Also, for the sake of deviation, I'll go with the Browns. Commanders at the Buccaneers. Seth is taking the Buccaneers. And yeah, okay, but I'll go with the Bucs. The Buccaneers are not a particularly intimidating team, but the Commanders are also not a particularly intimidating team, so I'll go with the home dog, or home team, I should say. And the Commanders, you got a rookie quarterback. It's probably going to take a little bit for Jaden Daniels to get used to that NFL speed despite his age. So, yeah, I think the Buccaneers are probably going to win. It might be a closer game, but I'll go with the Buccaneers. And finally, second to last, the Rams coming back to Detroit, taking on your Detroit Lions. Seth's taking the Lions, and I will agree. I'm obviously taking the Lions. I'm never not taking the Lions. I don't want to elaborate, but I will. Defensively, the Rams got worse. Defensively, the Lions got better. Offensively, the Lions got better. And offensively, the Rams at least stayed the same, although their offensive line might have gotten weaker. I don't know if Jonah Jackson is going to play. They just traded one of their linebackers as well on defense. I don't know. I was just talking about the offense here. I do think the Lions on defense will play better than they did in the playoff game. And they played pretty well in the playoff game. But I think they get off to a strong start here. I think the Lions definitely have this game circled. They want to get another win here early in front of all these fans. It's going to be raucous in Ford Field. I don't know if Matthew Stafford is going to be able to get a snap off without, a false start the entire game. I think there's going to be a lot of penalties on the Rams here, and I think the Lions are going to come away with a win. I think it's going to be a stronger win this time for the Lions to really solidify that feeling. So, yeah, give me the Lions. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the Jets heading to San Fran, taking on the 49ers. That's taking the 49ers, and I will agree. I believe the 49ers as well. I told you, I don't believe in the Jets. I don't believe in Aaron Rodgers. I don't believe in Robert Saleh. Straight up. So, yeah, I think the 49ers can come away with a win here pretty easily, I'd say. I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers looks pedestrian. Really, I really wouldn't. No. With that, rounding out all the picks here, starting at the top for the Ravens, Chiefs. We are both taking the Ravens. Packers, Eagles. The Packers, I am taking the Eagles. Steelers, Falcons. They're both taking the Falcons. Cardinals, Bills. Both taking the Bills. Titans, Bears. We are both taking the Bears. Patriots, Bengals. We are both taking the Bengals. Texans, Colts. We are both taking the Texans. Jaguars, Dolphins. We are both taking the Dolphins. Panthers, Saints. We are both taking the Saints. Vikings, Giants. Seth is taking the Vikings. I am taking the Giants. Raiders, Chargers. Seth is taking the Chargers. Or we are both taking the Chargers. Broncos, Seahawks. Seth is taking the Seahawks. I am taking the Broncos. Cowboys, Browns. Seth is taking the Cowboys. I am taking the Browns. Commanders, Buccaneers. We're both taking the Buccaneers. Rams, Lions. We're both taking the Lions. And Jets, 49ers. We are both taking the 49ers. And those are your Week 1 picks. Hi, it's me again. If you enjoyed what you just saw, hit the like and subscribe button. We do live shows every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there.